Difference between flexibility and telling people whatever you think you need to say to get them to do what you want them to do. And that's what Donald has done throughout his career. Well, he did. That's why Trump University is so relevant here. I saw this video last week where he's sitting in front of a camera saying, we're going to hire the best people and I'm going to handpick them. And they're going to be handpicked instructors, the best instructors in the world. One of them, by the way, was the manager at a Buffalo Wild Wing. And that's who they hired to do this. And people borrowed money and they signed up for this fake university. And these people owe all of us money now, and they got nothing in return for it. But you were willing to say whatever you had to say to get them to give you their money.
Go ahead,
we're not going to do that to our country.
We'll find out when we have the trial. By the way, just so you understand, this is a case I could have settled very easily, but I don't settle cases very easily when I'm right. 98% approval rating. We have an A from the Better Business Bureau. We have a 98% approval rating of people that took the course. We have an A from the Better Business Bureau, and people like it. Now, he's saying they didn't learn. We have many, many people that will be witnesses. Again, I don't settle cases. I don't do it because that's why I don't get sued very often, because I don't settle, unlike a lot of other people. We have a situation where we will win in court. But many of the people that are witnesses did tremendously well and made a lot of money by taking the course.
Go ahead, Senator.
But you're going to see. You're going to see. You don't know.
It's a D-.
Go ahead. It's Senator Rubio.
It's a D-.
No,
I've read the affidavit.
No. Before they had the information.
Go on my website, MarcoRubio.com.
Before they had the information.
Wait, Senator Rubio, stand by. Let him finish his point quickly, and then I'll give you the floor.
It is right now an A. Once they had the information, it got switched. The only reason it was a D was because we didn't care. We didn't give them the information. When they got the information, it became an A.
With respect, we went back and looked at this.
Yes.
The rating from the Better Business Bureau was a D-. That's the last publicly available rating in 2010, and it was a result of the number of complaints they had received.
But it was elevated to an A.
That's never been publicly released.
To an A. I could give it to you. I will give it to you.
Let's just bring the viewers up to speed. Let's just bring the viewers up to speed.
It was elevated to an A.
Let me just set the record, and then you guys can have at it. There was Trump University, which was a business that you started, and it was marketed to many people. And now there is a class action of over 5,000 plaintiffs against you, Mr. Trump.
Right.
And it involves veterans, and it involves teachers, and it involves so-called little guys, working class and lower working class and middle class, who say that they were fleeced, who say it was a scam. The class has been certified, and in that case, you countersued the lead plaintiff, alleging that you were being defamed. That case was thrown out against her.
The lead plaintiff is now getting out of the case because it's so bad for her.
But what happened was...
Excuse me. The lead plaintiff signed a letter saying how great it was and is on tape saying how great it was.
Okay, but stand by. But what happened in that case was you countersued her. The court threw out your countersuit and made you pay almost $800,000 in legal fees of hers. And you made this same argument about 98% of the people being happy with Trump University. And that woman in particular signing a survey saying she liked it while someone was standing over her shoulder.
Out of the case.
And this is what
trying to get out of the case now because her case doesn't hold up.
This is what the Court of Appeals found. They said that the plaintiffs against you are like the Madoff victims.
Oh,
this is what the Court of Appeals said.
Give me a break.
They found that victims of con artists often sing the praises of their victimizers until they realize they have been fleeced.
You know what? Let's see what happens in court. This is a civil case. Very easy to have settled. Could settle it now. Very easy to have settled. This is a civil. Let's see what happens at the end of a couple of years when this case is over. Okay?
It's been going for 5 years.
Yeah, it's been going for a long time.
Go ahead, Senator.
I spoke to one of the victims yesterday. I spoke to one of the victims yesterday.
One of the victims.
This gentleman, no, there's several. Obviously, there's so many. I can't talk to them every day. I spoke to one of them yesterday. They told me exactly what happened. They signed up for this course because they believe Mr. Trump was this fantastic businessman that Donald's going to teach them all the tricks of the trade. They signed up. They paid $15,000 for this course. They were asked for additional money for this course. If they really wanted the real secrets of success, they had to pay even more money, and so they did. And you know what they got in these courses? Stuff you can pull off of Zillow. When they finally realized what a scam it was, they asked for their money back, and you refused to give them their money back.
I gave many people their money back.
Then why don't you tonight say you're going to give the money back?
Let me just see.
Okay, Senator Rubio, let him answer.
Why doesn't he make that pledge right now?
Let him answer. Go ahead, Mr. Trump.
We will see who's right at the end of a few years. But almost all of the people, many people, signed what's called a report card at the end. Did you like the course? How did you like it? Almost all of them said it was terrific, okay? With letters, with this. Some of them are on tape saying it was terrific. Let's see what happens at the end of 3 years.
With respect, Mr. Trump, 1/3 of the plaintiffs in that case demanded refunds. So it's not the case that 98% were
I
pleased
gave
with what
some
they got.
refunds to people because if they asked for the refunds at a certain period of time, and we gave refunds to people.
Okay.
But let's see what happens at the end of 3 years.
Understood.
Megan, I
Let's
just
see
wanna
who's
finish my
right.
Still a
thought on
pending
this.
litigation.
Here's
Go
why
ahead,
this
Senator.
is relevant.
It's called pending litigation.
Megan, this is why this is relevant to this.
All right, Senator Rubio, then Senator
This
Cruz.
is why,
Go ahead.
because he's trying to do to the American voter what he did to the people that signed up for this course. He's making promises he has no intention of keeping it. And it won't just be $36,000 that they lose. It's our country that's at stake here. The future of the United States in the most important election in a generation, and he's trying to con people into giving them their vote, just like he conned these people into giving them their money.
Let me tell you,
Let's
the real con artist, excuse me. The real con artist is Senator Marco Rubio,
The
who
only
was
con
elected
artist
in
Donald
Florida
Donald
and who has the worst voting record in the United States Senate. He doesn't go to vote. He's absent. He doesn't go. Now, the people of Florida can't stand him. He couldn't get elected dog catcher. The people of Florida, and by the way, I know he's going to spend $25 million on ads. Without that, he wouldn't have a chance. He's 20 points down. The people in Florida wouldn't elect him dog catcher. He couldn't get any. He is right now 21 points down to me. And, again, there'll be a lot of advertising. It's the only thing that might save him, but I doubt it.
I'm coming to you next, but go ahead.
He scammed the people of Florida. He scammed. He doesn't vote. He doesn't show up in the U.S. Senate. He doesn't vote. He scammed the people.
Understood.
He defrauded the people of Florida.
With respect, you've made that point. Go ahead.
There's no, as you can see in his answer, it's always the same thing.
You defrauded the people
challenged on a point.
Little Marco.
He's defrauded people out of things, and not just by the way on the issue of Trump University. He had another development in Mexico that he had nothing to do with except his name on the building. People put money into that building.
Licensing.
They lost their money. Yeah, and the licensing, but you told them you own the building. So they gave him his money. They lost their money time and again.
Stand by.
He has cheated people out of
I will come
money.
back to you. Senator Cruz
Now he
wants to weigh in.